I see my colleague Kofi this animated, and for good reason. For good reason. For to see a full-grown man, a husband, father, family head, come to the studio in the middle and so frustrated. This is wickedness. And to follow the conversations has been brilliant. There was something, Kofi, by the way, before I let you run. I remember the caller who had alluded to the fact that some of our colleagues were forced to apologize a couple of weeks ago. So here's the thing, and I know that usually when you have to issue an apology on air, it takes humility, it takes a lot, but sometimes it's the right thing to do. And that was one occasion why it was the right thing to do. Because as they say, media is the fourth estate of the realm. So after the executive, you have the legislator. After the legislator, you have the judiciary. And they will usually say unofficially, media is the fourth estate, because media's duty is to hold power to account, is to ask the tough question. It is our job. So in a way, media is important. And they also say to whom much is given, much is expected of in return. That is, there is responsibility. So when you say things, you have to be absolutely certain you have to come correct. Because what usually happens is that when you say stuff, because you have a platform, sometimes you have to go and defend what you are saying in a court of law. And the law is not necessarily looking for the truth. The law is looking for what you can prove. If you do not have the proof of something, do not say it. Even if you are merely reporting it, just do your job as a reporter. Use safe buzzwords like allegedly and all of that. So we are hearing this person has said. So Kofi, this was what happened. You were not here, huh?
Yeah, that was.
When did you come back, sir? Was that two Mondays ago? I wasn't here either. I returned last Monday. Were you here 2 Mondays ago? No, you weren't.
I think I returned thereabout.
Yeah, thereabout. So this was probably like 3 Mondays. I think it was about 3 Mondays ago when that apology became necessary. Because I remember, I think you were with Razak alone 2 weeks ago. Was that you or Sheriff? No,
yeah,
that was
Sheriff. Me.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Old age. Kofi, what's going on?
No, because since I came back, you've been around.
Yeah. I came back last Monday. We were on this show together last Monday. The question, were you on this show
2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago when I wasn't here? 2 weeks, not
2 Mondays ago. I think
2 Mondays ago.
I think I was
when I was here.
Yeah,
okay. So if that's the case, then it was probably 3 weeks ago. And this was what happened. So somebody, a guest on our show, had said something. It was on Joyce's show in the afternoon. Had made some inferences which led to the consternation at the House, the Lagos State House of Assembly. They even issued a statement and as to why that statement wasn't true. Now, as a media organization, we didn't report on that story at first. It was somebody who had the information, or who claimed to have the information, who is also somebody with somebody who is not a total stranger to as a resource person, who has usually almost always been on point. But on this occasion, he said this, and we then had to do our due diligence to get the information, which he supplied. He supplied the information. Here was the problem, and here was why we apologize. The information supplied did mention monies being apportioned for houses in Abuja. It did mention it, but it was not in the 2026 budget. Do you understand me, Kofi? it was not the 2026 budget. It was indeed the 2025 budget. Now, whether they had gone on with it, news people pick that up and follow it. Whether there had been an uproar, whether they had decided not to go with it, it was there in their website, because this was sent to us. The man sent us documents from their website, but it was 2025, not 2026. So, and you say, what's the difference? Well, the difference is when you listen to the construction of how the guest put it. He first said 2025 and then corrected himself and said, oh, sorry, 2026. That's a problem.
He wasn't sure.
Yeah, so he wasn't sure. But if he had said 2026 and then 2025, we would say, oh, maybe it was a mistake. If he had just said 2026, then we'll say, oh, sorry, I meant to say 2025. But he said 2025 and then corrected himself and said 2026. If I am the lawmaker, you've given me a ground to prosecute you for malicious intention and all of that. But so Sheriff did tender that apology along with some additional comments from. It wasn't a Monday because JD was with him. So JD also made a comment, and JD is usually not on radio on Mondays. I could be mistaken. So for our audiences, it's important to make that point. Apologizing was the right thing to do. There was an error in the statement, and it had to do with the year, and that is significant. It makes all the difference. If somebody said, I did something last year, I did it last year. If somebody said, I did something this year, but I didn't do it this year, I did it last year, it's a different thing. It's possible that when I did it last year, I may have made corrections, I may have amended, I may have seen that I was wrong, I should not have done that, and then you come and say, oh, you did it this year, we're in February. So that was the difference. And we also, like the House of Assembly had also mentioned in their statement, even though the issue had been raised, the House of Assembly, the statement seemed to suggest that they had shut it down. At some point they had shut it down, that no, this is not necessary. Now, whether that they had gone on with that, whatever the outcomes, fine, there will be more reporting. Like Kofi said, there is new reporting right now that also asks new questions. Yeah. And as journalists, journalists will always continue to ask the question. But we are responsible. We are not just like some random guy who has a device who just does one man, what do you call it? Journalism. Why we are all journalists. When you are on a platform, you are in a space that is regulated. So there is regulation. You can't just run with anything. Sometimes it's, you don't have to be the first to break news. It's not a speed race. Authoritativeness is important. I mean, remember the caller who talked about, Kofi, you work on Nigeria Info because you know the Nigeria Info will be here tomorrow.
Yeah, one of our guests.
Yes.
So,
yes, reliability. And there's a lot of, because again, you are in there for the long game. You want to say things the way they are, but you have to be absolutely certain that you have all the evidences. And if you are being called out for it, you can defend it. Until you have that defense, you may report something else somebody else is saying, but do not take ownership of it. Because when you take ownership of it, then it means you have the evidence and the proof. I hope that clears out why that apology was made. Yeah. It was made because there was a discrepancy in the evidence that was presented to us for the statement. It said 2025, not 2026. And the statement made on radio said 2026. So thank you for our dear friends and listeners who follow these things. And it's because you care that you follow us and you trust us and you expect us to do right by you, to say the correct things, so that if you hear something on our station, you can bank on it. You can trust that this is reliable.
Absolutely. That's why we had to say the Sun story said Abuja, but the other report I borrowed did not say Abuja. In fact, you look at the budget document, you see Ikeja.
Yeah.
But is it true
this is the 2026 document?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if you go to the 2025, I don't know whether that has been taken down, which we have copies of. That was the one that had Abuja in it.
Yeah. I think the spirit of the conversation also for the Sun newspaper, who have to also tell us how they came about that. It's very important. Like you said, we need to. There's nothing wrong in apology.
Yes, certainly.
I mean, our listeners, we've been trying to educate them and to also instill that culture of saying I'm sorry. When you call and you are rude to a fellow listener, and most of them have bought into that apology culture. It's normal,
which is good.
It's very good.
It's we do it at home as a father. You should. It's one thing about my dad. My dad would apologize to you. He was rarely wrong, but whenever he was wrong, he would tell you, I'm sorry.
Yes, but just to find out, did the spokesperson to the assembly debunk the reports that they're spending maybe 55 or 35 billion naira to build staff, legislative quarters? Or was it just about the location?
To be honest, I don't have enough
information.
I don't have enough information into that. I know that I have a copy of that. I've not gone through it again, but what I saw was that the whole sums, I can't even remember. I think at that time it was whether 40.
No,
I think they were to build. I think
30.
How many? In fact, it was specific. The number was specific. If I could,
I have a copy here.
Yeah, this is the 2026.
Yeah, from Lagos State Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget.
Okay, so tell me what you got.
I'm seeing construction of permanent legislative quarters for honorable members of the Assembly, processing of documents, architectural drawing, design, structural engineering, soil test, power work, consultancy services, etc. Blah 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 blah. 35 billion, 473 million, 450,000. 844 naira and 4 kobo. So that's what I'm saying. That's page items are not numbered, but this should be page 88. Page 88.
Yeah,
page 88, item 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Item 10. Page 88, item 10.
Okay, this is in 2026.
Page 88.
What does it say again?
Okay, it says construction of permanent legislative quarters for honorable members of the Assembly, processing of document, architectural drawing, design, structural engineering, soil test, power work, and consultancy services. It goes all the way. Like I said, they mentioned the location is the Ikeja local government area. I mentioned that during the program when a lady called to say Abuja. That's clarified.
Yeah.
35 billion, 473 million, 450,000, 844 naira, 4 kobo.
So I'm going to say this. Since I was a kid, I became aware of. I became faintly aware of the. As a child, as a really, really young child, under 10 years of age, in the early 80s, I know because I was particularly affected. I was a kid when Buhari took over power and sacked the Shagari government. You understand? And in Oyo State where we were, we literally lived in a government reservation area at the time. And when the military took over, everybody got kicked out. Now, those reservation areas were for, amongst others, people in the House of Assembly. Okay? Many of them. There were quite a number of expatriates who stayed there, Americans and British mostly. But there were Nigerians who literally, our neighbor was the Speaker of the House of Assembly, for instance. Do you understand? So why am I going there? It is not unusual for governments to build legislative quarters. It is not unusual. Now, here is the thing. I would assume that legislative quarters don't go anywhere, but legislators go and come. And for most countries, the number of legislators is usually fixed, unless there is additional expansion. Maybe new states are created and stuff like that. But mostly the number is fixed. And one would expect that if legislative quarters are built, then there will be periodic refurbishments. I don't think it is totally improbable that you would expect that if a House of Assembly member has now been beaten by a new person, that it's important to carry out renovation work on the quarters used by the previous person. So it should be renovation work, which is different from building. So if building is being done, why? Maybe there's a reason for it. As you said, is it important? Is it urgent? What is going to happen to the former legislative quarters? Has the number of legislators changed? Are there new legislators that were not accounted for in the last dispensation that you now have to give quarters? There are so many questions to ask. Would leave it to our colleagues in the newsrooms all across the country to follow through on this and find answers. And when they find those answers, we will be armed with facts, and then we will continue with the conversation and ask them and let them prove it.
I mean, sir, all over the world, just to add, even Donald Trump is building.
We're on out of time.
Oh my God.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
Every meal I cook must taste just right. Rich, delicious, full of love.
We hear you. Your Maggie Star in double cubes. Double the flavor, double the convenience. The same trusted taste you love. Maggie Star double cubes. Made from fermented soya and other selected ingredients for that deep flavor and quality that only Maggie brings to your dishes.
Absolutely delicious.
Get Maggie double cubes today. Me and Maggie, so good together.
Hello, guy. I beg if you want me urgent 2K.
Asa, why you go dey done like this when Premier Cool they give 10,000 people 10K back to back?
You mean
I go lie for you. Everything they start with Cool. Just buy the 110 gram Premier Cool Ultimate or black soap. Unwrap them. Enter the code for Pampi. Bam, 10K straight.
Say less. I dey go buy my own.
Don't dull yourself. 10,000 people go win 10,000 naira. Just buy, unwrap, enter your code and win instant.
Freshness where they pay you back. Everything they start with Cool.
Win from over 80 million naira in cash and exciting prizes in the Golden Hunt promo.
This promo, there's no need for advert anymore.
Because
my mom alone can hunt down any gist. How much more 80 million naira in prizes with the whole family involved?
Naija, let the Golden Hunt begin. Just buy any Golden Morn Golden Hunt 30 gram or 45 gram promo pack. Look inside for a unique code and dial *8011*1# for a chance to win big. Promo ends April 15, 2026. Golden Morn. Make every day golden.
guy, I think I met the love of my life today.
Oh yeah, drop this gist as it is.
I was about to talk to her when she entered the bus.
Yeah, sad that you didn't talk to her.
Which guy? I followed her into the bus.
You almost had me.
Of course, I was going to sit next to her when one old baba looked at me. So I had to give up my seat.
Which kind of story be this now?
So I decided to write a note.
Finally, victory. But wind blew it. Instead of you to go closer.
Trust me now. I did. You know, as soon as someone else stood up beside her, I swiftly sat beside her, checked my breath and all. Anyways, guess who has the date tonight?
Enjoy confidence to go closer with Close Up that gives you lasting fresh breath and full antibacterial protection, because in life, closer is better.
Oh, lunch. Guys, I'm going for lunch. Please, put more stew. Nice meal. My chest.
Suffering from heartburn and indigestion? Try Just Eat. Just Eat is a brand of aluminium and magnesium hydroxide and simethicone. Just Eat is available in suspension and tablets. Remedy for heartburn, indigestion, flatulence, and acidity.
Just Eat, now available in new packs. If symptoms persist after 3 days, please see your doctor. Read leaflet inside.
This Ramadan, emotions ignite. Can rival sisters overcome pride? Will a defiant daughter find forgiveness? Can a bride's faith save her husband? A businessman rediscovers family. An influencer chooses between friends and fame. A single mom discovers even strength needs support.
6 stories, 30 days. Faith, family, friendship, food, forgiveness. Tales of Ramadan Season 2. Catch every dramatic moment on TV and digital. This Ramadan, Maggie turns up the heat.
Me and Maggie, so good together.
Little body, big moves. Little brain, big learning. Your little child is eager to do big things. Every sachet of Cerelac Junior comes with the nutrition they need: natural grains, protein, and iron to support their physical growth, learning, and development. So you can fully enjoy your little one's big moments of growth.
Let me tell you the real thing to brag about. Brag about how authentic you are. Brag about your confidence and your vibe. Brag about your style, your energy. And yes, brag about how amazing you smell. Because there is one fragrance that gives you all of that in one bottle. Wazobia perfume.
Oh yes, Wazobia perfume. The same perfume everybody's talking about. See, once you step in with Wazobia perfume, you don't need to talk too much. The fragrance does the talking for you. Be authentic, be confident, be classy. Treat yourself and your friends to Wazobia perfume today. Available as both perfume and body spray.
Get your Wazobia perfume today at any store near you, or order online for carton purchases, or to stock Wazobia perfume. Please call 0201-330-0047 or email contact@wazobiacosmetics.ng. Wazobia perfume, the correct scent.
With each day comes new stories,
new reports, new discovery.
Presidency spends 34 billion naira on travels in 2 years.
There is nothing you can do about it. This is our money, our president is spending.
The defection of members of the Labour Party in Alimosho to the ADC were violently disrupted.
Governors remain leaders of the APC in states. Credited to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
You go there and see arrogant in people they call nurses and doctors.
INEC says it has completed an internal timetable for the 2027 general election.
No way America can come and do this. Let them come and tell me again that Nigeria is a sovereign country. Anyone that can put an end to this problem in this country, I beg, may they come help us.
It's all part of the conversation.
Right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Interesting conversation Kofi and I were having. Even Sheriff joined us in the studio. Oh, by the way, Joyce is away. Sheriff will be on her show this afternoon, the sunny side. And there will also be opportunities for context there. Joining from 3 p.m. today. But just in case this is the first time you are hearing our explanation on why we had sent that apology, it was the right thing to do, and we had to apologize for issue which had to do with dating 2025, because we have the document that says provision of 40 houses in Lagos and Abuja, but it was in 2025. Our guest said 2026. That was why we apologize. All right. So, getting that out of the way, let me now say good morning to you and welcome to the show this week. Welcome to the Fintex show. You know, they say when two elephants fight, the grass suffers. But you see, in today's financial jungle, the elephants are not fighting. They are merging. They are upgrading. And they are confusing everybody. Banks are sweating. Fintechs are flexing. And somewhere in the middle, your account balance is just watching like a football referee. So here's the gist, my dear friend. Media reports say the Central Bank of Nigeria has upgraded operating licenses. Wahala. Razak, let me come to you first because I'm confusing things. I think old age has finally caught up with me. So you remember what we talked about last week?
Yes.
And obviously, which was the merger. It stayed with me, and I literally just jumped into it and continued on it. I know you had decided that we go a different route this morning.
Exactly.
But when I was checking what you sent me as a producer, I do not know whether there's an error there, so I'm double checking as we go. It does look like it's something I would just want to extend. Do you have any final thoughts from that conversation last week that you didn't get to give, or just a quick reprise of it while I reboot?
What I would just say about that is when the facts change your mind.
Yeah.
You can no longer play in the middle. You have to stick where you belong to. Are you on the right side or on the right side? If you really want to be in the middle to control the money, then getting a banking license is what you need, because it's not enough to just push payments. You have to control the money. The money is what makes things work. Money speaks, and without money, there's so many things that cannot happen. Even banks, fintech, and other players in the ecosystem, they need money to move things around. No matter how beautiful your idea is, if there's no money, that idea cannot fly. And most fintech understand this. Most startups also understand this. When good ideas meet good funding, then that idea really fly. And that's why we've seen so many unicorns coming out of Nigeria. This hasn't happened before, but now it's happening. Because without funding, no matter how beautiful your idea is, I repeat, that idea cannot fly. So you need funding for your idea. And no matter where you are, either in Lagos or Abuja or Port Harcourt or London or Kinshasa, you need funding for your idea. If you don't have funding for your idea, you've got to find it. So how do you get funding? You get funding several ways. Either you go to the bank, to your friends, to family, or through angel investor. But most importantly, you need other people's money to make your ideas come to life. You need other people's money. If you look at businesses that are flying today, either in fintech or industry or anywhere, the bulk of the funding come from the outside, other people's money. Even Dangote.
You're about to say "oh logo." That's something they used to say in addition. Anyway, I mean, I think that the lesson is there.
Yeah.
It is what it is. If you ask me, so we'll come back to that. By the way, Lagos happened to people today. How was your journey to the studios? How was traffic?
I was led through the Red Sea.
Wow.
I don't know what happened today. There was traffic everywhere. Somehow, I was led to pass through Ido. That's Ido, going to the Kata Bridge, then navigating through Marina, and all the way down. But I noticed there's a long traffic going through Tomeland Bridge. So I have followed that route initially. Somehow I just turned back.
What's the reason for the terrible traffic?
I won't know, but it was quite unusual. But passing through Ido, Kata Bridge, down through Marina, and all the way is better. It's free flowing. And I know that is not the first time I've made that route. So next week I will still go to that route.
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So let's see whether we're good to go now, and on the issue at hand, which is on the subject of employee fraud. I finally found that. So I would let's deal with it this way. Well, let's rest the merger for now. We have little time, so we'll get to it. So here, think about this: 10 trillion naira. In fact, the way Kofi was mentioning money this morning, when somebody said something and said, let's go, and what did the person ask for? Kofi said, that's another 1 trillion naira there. Yeah, I tell you. So let me say that again, slowly, so it enters your spirit, your spreadsheet, and your wallet. 10 trillion naira. That's how much micro, small, and medium businesses lose every year. Not to armed robbers, though, not to hackers, but to people inside the office. 10 trillion naira. You know the proverb: the rat in your house knows where the food is kept. Employee fraud. It is quietly choking Nigerian businesses. The same MSMEs that employ millions and contribute about 50% to the non-oil economy. According to a policy brief by the Center for the Promotion of Private Enterprise, internal corruption and occupational fraud are crippling businesses across retail, hospitality, and agribusiness. The CEO is Muda Yusuf, and he puts it bluntly. He says employee fraud is one of the biggest hidden drains on Nigeria's entrepreneurial economy. Losses between 5 and 10 trillion naira annually. That's a lot of money. Meaning some businesses don't fail because customers disappear. They fail because money disappears. And you know, sometimes the biggest threat to a business doesn't come from competitors. It comes from payroll. It comes from within, from the people. Razak, when a business loses 5 to 10% of its revenue to employee fraud, that business is not growing. It is gasping for air. Or what do you think?
It is, but that's the fact. But you know, you said 10 trillion naira. When I did the research, it's a global phenomenon.
Yeah, no doubt.
And globally, business loses 4.7 trillion annually. $1.7 trillion annually. And this is the flip side. That same fraud has now created a big industry. But this morning, I couldn't get into the studio. Why? Access, biometric, automation, technology. And those are tools that businesses have now employed to confront employee fraud. Remember before now, if you have to clock in, you write it manually. I came in 9:10, but you write 8:10. Now that is it can't happen again. So technology is the only thing that can help you fight employee fraud. Businesses that are not embracing technology, that is not in that space, it has not started, because so many companies, so many businesses are going under as we speak, because your payroll, if it's not automated, there can be some tweak.
No doubt.
And like they say, if you touch this honey, you will lick your fingers.
Yeah. Just in case you're just joining us, good morning to you, or good afternoon, depending on where you are. But maybe it's even good evening, who knows. This is the Fintex show. I'm Femi Obong-Daniels. Razak Olaegbe produces this show. He is my brother from another mother. He's the, like they say, he's the smarter twin. Every week we discuss financial technology matters and everything shaping the ecosystem. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. My man Tunde Abdul Salam is making absolutely certain of it. If you have a message to share, it's 0809-597-5805. Please share your messages quickly before we run out of time. We just have 10 minutes now. 0809-597-5805. Now, I told you earlier on that employee fraud is harming Nigeria's MSMEs, draining between 5 and 10 trillion naira every year. So now let's think deeper. Weak internal governance? Yes. Lack of segregation of duties? Absolutely. But what else causes this? Sometimes the owner is CEO, cashier, HR manager, and office driver all at once. That's not entrepreneurship. That's exhaustion. See, when one person controls everything, accountability disappears.
There's none. There's no accountability.
You can't. You see, no system is stronger than its weakest internal control.
Yeah.
That's just a fact. Razak, what else fuels employee fraud? Could it be poor salary structures, lack of automation? You mentioned lack of automation a while ago. Emotional entitlement. I deserve this money. Because let's be honest, the fraud rarely starts big. It starts with, I will return it tomorrow. And tomorrow never comes. So, is it pay structure? Is it just emotional entitlement?
But you know, all those don't really make your business go under. Let me give you a context.
Yeah.
Outside Lagos, we stay at one hotel, and the cashier said, "Are you paying cash? Are you using cards?" He said, "If you pay cash, you get discount, 10% discount.
Yeah.
If you pay card, there's no discount." I told my guys, "Do you have cash?" They said cash, so we pay cash.
Yep.
But there's no receipt.
Yeah.
Which means a fraud has happened.
It's crazy. So
which means if your business is dependent heavily on cash,
yeah,
you can be certain fraud will happen every day.
Things happen.
Yes. For instance, the filling stations.
Yeah.
If you are paying cash, something will happen. At the hotel, a restaurant, even offices where cash is heavily exchanged hands, fraud will happen.
Things happen.
Yes, internal stuff
you know,
will happen.
utilization, procurement,
yes.
all
Logistics,
these things,
all these
logistics,
things, yeah.
all these things. In some offices, the only audit system is trust me now.
Well, as my mother would say, because I trust you, doesn't mean you are trustworthy.
You know, we had a policy tweak in our organization sometime. One of the colleagues, one of the line managers in a location outside headquarters, was saying that, sir, it feels that management does not trust us. This thing feels like it's an indictment on our Baba.
We don't trust
Are you kidding?
We don't trust you.
My friend, trust is good. But in business, trust but verify. Anyway, here's the big reality check. Medium, small, or MSMEs are the backbone of Nigeria's economy. We know that. They employ millions.
Yeah.
They drive commerce. They contribute nearly half of non-oil GDP. But if billions, even trillions, leak internally every year, can they truly grow when you think about it?
They can't.
Or are they simply running on a treadmill, sweating but not moving?
They can't grow. They can't grow.
Aha.
That's why if you go to the open market, you find a business has been there for 20 years, 30 years, the same people, the same structure. The company is not growing. There's nothing. And you're asking yourself why. It is not juju or village people. It's something's happened internally
by people.
The company is MOFG.
Yeah, no doubt.
Internally.
No doubt, guys. Fraud doesn't only steal money; it steals growth.
Yeah,
that is just it, and there's no other way to put it. I did say you can send us messages. Let's see. Send us messages quickly. Let's involve you. Have you ever experienced employee fraud as a business owner or worker? Share with us quickly. If we are fortunate, we'll take the first few. Send us your stories. No name or just lessons. Just go straight. Do we have something already, Kofi? This one says, hello, the Fintex show. The proverb is, Owo lowo legunna. Benny. Abraham from Ikorodu. Thank you very much. Owo Egun, literally meaning masquerade, but you know, Egun also means big man. Yeah. Hello. Here's a good morning, dear presenters. I support what your colleague said, that for your idea to succeed, you need money to push it. So I would suggest that the gap between the haves and those with great ideas need to be eliminated so that there can be a synergy between both parties. Regards. That's Evans from Aguda. Thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Do we have any other thing here? Okay, I think, when did this come in? Okay, yes. So, it says the main reason is that's good morning crew, Ayobami from Alagomeji. The main reason is that there are no consequences for actions and how long it will take to get justice for reporting to the authority for fraud. Justice system will fix half of it, he says. Another thing is ramping up our data capture where people don't get away with thefts. Thank you very much. Interesting takes, if you ask me. Interesting takes. You know, the elders say a house built without pillars will collapse quietly.
It would.
Internal control is the pillar of business, or internal controls. They are the pillars of business.
But funnily enough, at the big markets, Balogun markets, okay, these big markets, they don't have no internal structure.
I can imagine.
But they have one thing.
Yeah. They have a ilala. They also say the knife that cuts the yam also cuts the hand. So if a business ignores,
you can't steal from the business.
Oh dear. If a business ignores fraud today, the damage eventually reaches everyone.
Yes.
And that includes staff.
Yes.
You understand what Alaja is doing in Balogun Market?
Yeah.
That you cannot steal. I've seen the pastor swearing for people on the pulpit. God will punish anybody who steals. All right, let's quickly do smart money moves. We have less than 3 minutes now. These are practical, smart money moves every business owner should apply. I'll quickly go into it, please. So, follow our live stream because you can go back to it if you didn't catch it. If you have a pen and you write fast, write it down because I'm going to race through it. Smart move 1, separate duties. The person receiving money should not be the one recording it. Did you hear me?
Yes.
Separate duties. It might mean employing more people. If you have somebody in the family, maybe a kid who's faffing around, put them to some duty. Let them do the recording. That's one way. Smart money move number 2, use technology. Digital payments and fintech tracking create audit trails.
Yeah.
Cash hides stories. Data tells stories. Data will tell you what cash hid. Smart move number 3, daily reconciliation. Daily reconciliation. Don't wait till month end to check accounts. Fraud grows in silence. Your reconciliation should be day by day. Smart move number 4, reward honesty. Create whistleblower channels and protect employees who speak up. Let them grow in the system. Smart move number 5, we'll stop here. Monitor lifestyle red flags. You see, when salary says bicycle, but lifestyle says private jet, ask questions. It's not harder than that.
But most times we don't ask questions.
Yeah.
We don't.
Ask questions.
We don't ask questions.
Systems prevent fraud better than suspicion.
Yes.
Systems. Put systems in place. We have less than a minute. Fun fact, the most common way fraudsters are caught? Well, and guess who provides most of those tips? So tips help you get them. Those who provide them are other employees, meaning the office always knows, even when management doesn't. Ask questions. So today we learned that fraud is expensive, silence is costly, controls are necessary, technology is protective. Because business is not just about making money, it's about keeping it. Okay? Profit is not what you earn, it's what you keep after leakage stops. This has been the Fintex Show. I'm Femi Obong-Daniels. Razak Olaigbe, thank you for doing this with me again.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks to Kofi Bartels.
Thank you.
Stay vigilant, people. Stay accountable. And let your business grow stronger from the inside out. Enjoy your week.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
This Ramadan, emotions ignite. Can rival sisters overcome pride? Will a defiant daughter find forgiveness? Can a bride's faith save her husband? A businessman rediscovers family. An influencer chooses between friends and fame. A single mom discovers even strength needs support.
6 stories, 30 days. Faith, family, friendship, food, forgiveness. Tales of Ramadan Season 2. Catch every dramatic moment on TV and digital. This Ramadan, Maggie turns up the heat.
Me and Maggie, so good together.
My ions, please, can't get enough. My ions, please, give it to me now, now. It go rehydrate you, yeah. Replenish your ions with Pocari Sweat. Rehydrate you faster, easy we observe. Pocari Sweat, give me some more. Pocari Sweat.
You don't ready to win? Make you enjoy your food with one ice cold Coca-Cola. And you fit win your share from 600 million naira. Now 2 millionaires will they make every day. Plus over 50 million naira for weekly prizes. Just buy any Coke when get glass or plastic bottle. Scan the QR code for the cover of the glass bottle or for the label of the plastic one. Then check the code when they under the cover for your chance to become millionaire and win better prizes. Buy, scan.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.